Welcome to my testimony series that I will be posting for all of February called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And during this series, I will be going through each and every one of my testimonies and allowing you guys an inside look on all the things that God has delivered me from, all the things that I placed myself in, and all the things that God used to cultivate me into the woman of God I am today. So we're gonna hop right into it. And I pray that by the grace of God, that this reaches somebody out there who is having a hard time sharing their testimony because they're afraid of what others say or how others will treat them because of what they've been through in life. I'm glad you're here. May God keep you here. And may God lead you to continue to be authentically you in this hour. Amen. This is part one of the of my testimony series. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And this is part one of my testimony. So I want to get into this. The time that my mother used me to get a check by using me to play crazy so that she can get income off of me. So when I was young, I was different as a kid, but not too different. And through me being different and things like that, and certain things that I did, my mom, and I can only tell my truth, but my mom, she put me on a check so that we could have a steady income in the household. And one of the things that I was made to do from the ages of, I want to say from the ages of 5 or 6 to the age of maybe 18 or 17. But one of the things she had me do was I would go to a clinic and they would ask me a couple of questions. And before I go inside the clinic, she would coach me on the right words to say, the right things to do. And I would go in there and they would ask me simple, basic questions. And I would have to play dumb to it. I would have to play dumb. They had like little puzzle pieces, simple puzzle pieces you could put together, little shapes and things you can call out. And instead of me calling out the right answer, I had to call out all the wrong answers. And this went on for a while. And then it just progressed from there to where I was then sent to a crazy home because my mom thought that I was going to unalive one of my sisters, or she felt threatened or scared to be in a house with me. This made the script more believable. This made the act more believable so that I could stay on this check, so that the money could keep coming into the household. And so I did go to a crazy institute for children who were made crazy in the mind. And I had to spend a long time there. And during my stay, I was very uncomfortable. There were kids actually in there who were going through real mental issues. And here I am, not even that. I'm placed in there for money. And I think over time that did something to me mentally, to where it changed the way I thought of things. It changed the way I saw things. it just changed me as a person overall, and it hindered me from a lot of things in life. Because when someone continuously feeds you that you are this, you are that, no, you're not this, you're not that, you start to believe it and it becomes your reality. It manifests into your reality. And so a lot of things that I went through in life was difficult for me to go through and to get through, because I was going based off of what I was told that I was from my mother over the years, which was crazy. Oh, she crazy, she this, she that, And so I made that role my reality. And so that affected me in a lot of ways, and I was depressed, and I had anxiety, and I was going through all these changes and phases in life that I didn't understand, because something was spoken over me at a young age. And the Lord had to deliver me out of a lot of things pertaining to that, because I had went through that. And so I remember being in the back of a police car after going to the hospital to get a checkup. And the checkup ended me in the back of a police car at the age of maybe 6 or 7 years old, on the way going to this crazy home. And I remember being scared. I had to be separated from my mom on purpose to keep it act up. And yeah, I still think about that a lot. But I'm grateful that God delivered me out of that, and he brought me through that. And he corrected my mind from a lot of things that I was told as a child. And when you're on this journey, you got to understand that it's not necessarily the person that's putting you through a lot of things that you're going through in life, but it's the spirit within the person, or that was within the person at the time, that tried to hinder you from being who God will call you to be later on in life. And so now that I have that knowledge, I'm able to forgive my mom for a lot of the things she did when I was younger. And I'm able to move forward and look at the brighter side of things, because that's what God would want me to do. And he healed me so much to the point where I can't even hate my mom, but I can pray for her. I can speak life into her now. And it took a while for me to even get to that stage with my mama, because of a lot of things that I went through as a child growing up. But really giving it to God really helped me in overcoming. And I wouldn't be the woman of God I am today if it had not been for me going through certain situations and things that built my endurance, that built my faith, that built my perseverance, that built me in God. And I'm just appreciative. And I just want y'all to know that even though you go through certain things, or certain things that you go through in life that you don't quite understand, and you don't know why you was taken through certain things, I would encourage you to take it to God in prayer and ask him to reveal and break down all the things that you've been through as a child or as an adult, and allow him to really show you who he is as your father, not just as your God, but as your father, because he is a loving father. He really cares for you, and he will bring you out of any situation you feel stuck in, or any situation you feel you can't get out of. So that's just part one of my testimony. And I'll see you guys on part two. I love y'all. May the peace of God and the love of God always be with you all the days of your life. I'm Brianna Jenkins. This is my testimony series, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, that I will be doing for all of February. And I pray you all stay tuned. And the full video will be on my YouTube, called Authentically Kingdom. Thank you for your time. Thank you for staying. Thank you for listening. God bless you. Have a good day.